get some of this small stuff, very small stuff. This fire is a little bit difficult like right now, just like I said a minute ago, because we've been having moisture. Got to be extra patient. Take your time, and that's why it's a good thing to have everything laid down and laid out, collected before you throw that spark, because once you throw that spark, nobody knows if it's going to go or not. So it's best to have all the material very close to you so that if things go well, you can continue to work on that fire. I'm just fanning my hand right here, trying to introduce more oxygen underneath to try to get this light stuff burning. So far it looks like we're gonna have fire. This is a very delicate skill to learn. A lot of people see me doing it with the ferro rod. And they say, oh, that's easy. No, a lighter's easy. A bow and drill set is difficult, but that's a technique that's good to practice as well. So all I'm trying to do is ignite some of these tiny pieces, and they're damp, so it takes a little bit of more effort than normal because I have to dry them and then they'll light. And that's kind of what's happening right now, is they're drying and then they'll light. And it just takes a little bit more patience than normal. That's one thing that I've learned over the years about fire. You've got to be patient. This grass I don't need. I'm just going to set it right on the side over there. Take some of these these wet pine needles and lay them on the top, and what'll happen is they'll dry and they'll start to ignite too. It's all about learning how to read your fire and see what your fire needs. So it can breathe a little more. So it looks like we got fire. I'm going to go ahead and let this thing mature a little bit, and I'll be back. Okay, I put a little bit more fuel on the fire. And it's such a large pile of fuel on here because, like I mentioned a second ago, everything's moist. So we need that stuff to dry before it will catch. So that's why I have such a big pile. And it's real important, you know I probably mentioned it earlier, but it's real important to make sure that there's proper airflow. You don't want to put your fire out because of lack of oxygen or something like that. Because that will definitely rain on your parade. So I'm just putting a nice little pile of sticks here. I know it might seem like it's smothering, but it's not. It's just drying everything right now. I can still see flames peeking out through the top, so that's a good indicator that I still have fire underneath. It might look funny, you know, having all that wood on it right now so prematurely, but it's important to dry that stuff off. It's been real inclement out here. If you look at the ground, you can see right here it's just moist. The dirt's really moist, so everything in the area is moist. Now we have a good rip-roaring fire. So we'll let that burn down a little bit until we get some good coals. And then we'll start putting our rock to use. And as always, folks, before you go, make sure that your fire is 100% completely out. One good indicator that you can use to make sure your fire's out is holding your hand against it. If it's too hot for your hand, it ain't out yet. If you can hold your hand against the soil, your fire's out. Another indicator is you're looking for smoke. Signs of heat, things of that nature. So please, folks, take care of your fires if you use them. Thanks for watching.